Okay, here's my sump tank, and here's my other sump tank, and boom, sump tank number 3. And here you can see the plumbing that I've got set up. Boom, boom. My new overflow, which is very close to the drainage. Oh, so simple. And it's overflowing now. So, I think all is good. I'm just watching this plumbing now for leaks. Right now my system is off, and I just finished filling using that garden hose. So now my system is full. Pump is off, and the system is full. Once I... Oh boy, here we go. Turn on my pump. Boom. Probably couldn't see it. Draws about 600 watts. The overflow has stopped now, immediately. Whoa, what's that? What's that? Oh, cool, what is that? Yeah! A little newt. How cool is that? Yeah! Okay, little newt, here, go on. Go do nudie things. Here you go. You wanna get out of here? What's your deal? I'm not sure. Check it out, it's a newt. Yeah, I didn't even know we had them around here. Awesome! Super happy. And check it out, next to him, his buddy, the damselfly, could be. Awesome. Awesome, and he's going in here. Alright, so I just turned the pump on. I got my bypass turned open, which I'm about to turn off now. Ugh. Okay, so that was my grow bed bypass, so that if I want to, I just stop the grow beds, I'll open that valve, all the water from the fish tank, boom, comes right here. Really speeds up the shutdown process. When I turn off the pump, it doesn't all have to cycle through the grow beds. So this is the third sump tank that I have installed. Boom. Now we're at 300 gallon sump tank capacity. And it's really good. Because before, when I turned off the system, I would overflow. And then when I turn it back on, I wouldn't have enough water to feed everything. So I'd have to fill it up as it turned on, and kind of all the pipes filled up and everything. That takes water volume. It's like operating volume. I wouldn't have enough, so I'd have to keep filling it. Now, I don't think it's a problem. So, 1, 2, the third over in the corner. I tried to dig over here, underneath, kind of next to my grow bed, but as you can see, maybe, maybe not. Oh, what's that? Well, I'll say that is a steel pipe, or iron pipe. Either way, I think it's gas or water supply. And I don't want to mess with it, so that was the original location of the next sump tank, was going to be right there, next to the grow bed. But once I hit that pipe, I had to find an alternative spot, and this is it right here. That newt, man, that's so awesome. That is so awesome. Look at me swimming. There he goes. Alright, bye Mr. Newt. So that's what's up. That's my sump tank setup. And maybe I should go around and do my garden bed setup here. I have been tying back the tomato backwards compared to how it wants to go. Here's another one. And I figure the tomato's going to be so resilient, it won't matter if I'm a little rough with it. And that's kind of my same idea over here, where I've got a board holding down the tomato onto the trellis. Everything in the grow bed is doing okay. That little jalapeno pepper is really not growing as much as I wish it would. But that kale is starting to pick up. And this kale is probably not picking up. I should probably just pull it. And there you can see the chard or whatever it is over there that I really like, those greens, is starting to go to seed. So I'm gonna let it go to seed. And I put up this, this part of it's like a pine branch. And look, peas. Boom, 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 peas. And I got a lot of other plants too, which would be basil and butternut squash. And I think that is here a little cucumber. And over here everything is exploding. Strawberries, Chinese mustard that'll kick your butt if you take a bite. And then this is pumpkin. In a previous video I said it was a squash. It's not. It's pumpkin. Pumpkin and squash. You can see how I might get confused. So squash. Blackberry's doing great. And that muskmelon is just being a tiny little guy. Not really getting bigger. And that's basically it. Orange tree, some greens going to seed, and my loganberry. And those are my plants. I've been taking lettuces out, kind of harvesting them. Last year I was doing leaf by leaf, and now I just do the whole plant. And tasty. That way I can free up bed space for more plants. So that's my setup. Veggies are doing great. Everything's doing great. Mineralization tank, you can see all that stuff is breaking down like into nothing, into mush. And I think that means all the nutrients are going into the water. And then I dump the water, into the system water. And then it gets all murky. So maybe that means that the nutrients are in there. Who knows? So that's my setup. 1, 2, 3 100-gallon Rubbermaid stock tank sump tanks. And the Happy Garden.